and welcome back to Allison Bakes Your Day. As always, construction. It's in rare form today, so it's probably going to be very loud. I'll just speak really loudly when they're doing things like that. So if you'll notice, we have some fun, special, boozy ingredients. I'm taping this the week of St. Paddy's Day, so we're making a St. Paddy's Day inspired recipe. I am making a creme caramel. Ooh, yes, another custard, because I love them. They're my favorite, apparently, to make. If you watched last week's episode, you know that my oven is broken. Broke in the middle of me shooting another episode that had to get postponed. Today, we're going to try to bake these creme caramels. Creme caramel. We're going to attempt to bake these creme caramels on our grill. What? I experimented. I baked brownies on the grill. They were awesome. So you can bake certain things on the grill. On the grill. We're gonna do it. Here we go. Now, what is a creme caramel, you ask? Well, it is a baked custard that's sort of like a flan. So you make a caramel, put that in the bottom of your ramekins, and then you top it off with the custard and you bake it, and then you let it set and chill. And when you turn it upside down from the ramekin onto a plate, you get this lovely, wobbly, delicious custard with this caramel top that has melted and infused into it and created a caramel sauce that pours out over it when you turn it upside down. So today, because it's St. Paddy's Day and we are using our St. Patrick's inspiration, we are making a St. Paddy's Day creme. Whoa, can't talk ever. St. Paddy's Day creme caramel, which means our creme, our custard, is going to have some Baileys in it. Delicious. And I'm gonna add some Jameson to our caramel. So we're going to make a Jameson whiskey caramel with a Bailey's Irish cream. To start, we have to make the caramel. In addition to this being a St. Paddy's Day inspired recipe, the base for it is another Mary Berry recipe. So we are using Mary Berry's creme caramel as the basis for this, and then I'm just adding my booze in, and we'll see what happens. Mary Berry's recipe does say to make the caramel, she uses regular castor sugar, cane sugar, granulated sugar, whatever you want to call it. I am going to make the caramel with some brown sugar because that molassesy flavor I think will complement the whiskey very nicely. So we're gonna test that out and experiment with that as well. First we need 160 grams of brown sugar. Oh my God, my house is vibrating. What are they doing over there? 160 grams of brown sugar, or 3/4 of a cup. 3/4 of a cup plus 1 tablespoon. There it is. And 90 milliliters of water. It's a little over 1/3 of a cup, but your measuring cup should have milliliters. You should be able to do that. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Let's make some caramel, shall we? We are supposed to warm the ramekins. And if you see, those are my beautiful new little ramekins that I bought just for this. They're so cool. How beautiful! How beautiful is that? This is nice ombre, orange to red. So vibrant. Now I have boiling water that I put in these to warm the ramekins because it says to warm the ramekins in the oven before you pour the caramel in. However, oven broken. Didn't think warming them on the grill would work, so put hot water in them. We'll pour the water out before we pour the caramel in, obviously. I have my 90 milliliters. It's 6 tablespoons of water, if that helps you. 160 grams of my brown sugar. The recipe very specifically says a clean stainless steel pan. Mary Berry specifically says not to use a non-stick pan because it won't work. It won't caramelize properly. Stainless steel pan, folks. Stainless steel pan. We have to do this slowly over low heat. So we're gonna add the sugar into our pan here. Try to keep it away from the sides. I'm going to pour our water in. And it says to dissolve it slowly over low heat, stirring with a wooden spoon. Now, because it's brown sugar, it's gonna be a darker caramel than what they would probably normally use. So I am taking a little bit of a risk because I can't really tell when the color changes. The sugar is still gonna dissolve. We'll just have a very dark, intense creme caramel. This is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna time lapse it. We'll see what happens. Took a while for the sugar to dissolve. I used my pastry brush method from making the Italian meringue. Although it doesn't say that, I saw some crystals on the side and I wanted to just use my knowledge. I did it, I used it, it was great. Okay, so now the sugar is dissolved, so we're gonna turn this up so that it boils for a little bit. Now it says when it turns a dark copper color, because it's the brown sugar, it's already there color-wise, so I'm just gonna let it darken slightly. It says not to stir this no matter how much you want to. If you stir it, you'll disrupt the chemical reaction. Don't stir! Don't you do. Look at me. Look! Don't stir. Ugh. It's really hard not to stir. Boil, my pretty. Dabble, dabble, toil and trouble. Fire, burn, and caramel bubble. There it is. I almost said caramel burn. I was like, no, don't do that. Don't burn. Can't see the color. Stupid bubbles. Oh. Chill out, stove. Ooh. Ooh. Smells so good. The smell reminds me of something and I can't pinpoint it. I'm gonna call that good because I don't want it to burn. We're gonna pour this into our measuring cup here. It's glass, it's heat proof, it's fine. Yeah, that looks a little darker, but not too dark. So you want to remove it from the heat. I'm gonna transfer it to this. Oh gosh. Moment of truth. Oh, amazing. Gonna pour out this water. Now we're gonna try to evenly disperse this caramel throughout these 4 containers. So I've got half a cup of caramel here. Should be about 2 tablespoons per. Oh, just go at the bottom of that. Yes. Oh. Yay! Oh my god. That looks beautiful. I love when things come together. All right, got a caramel, so we gotta let this cool down and harden on the bottom here. Once this is cool enough to deal with, I'm gonna grease them with some butter. Ooh, butter. Look at this angel. She just on the couch. I messed up a little because I was so excited about how beautiful that caramel was. And I forgot to stir the whiskey in. Can't believe I almost forgot the best part of what we were doing. Booze. Teaspoon. Oh, it worked. Okay. Since it's not quite set yet, maybe we're in the clear. It wasn't gonna cook off anything yet. I'm just gonna stir it in right at the end, which I could have done in the measuring cup. But this is kind of fun. Let's see if this works. Maybe this was a better route. Maybe it was a happy accident. Maybe the universe is like, no, don't do it that way. Do it this way. Yes. Okay, the caramel's not set yet. Still soft, so I'm stirring this in. Perfection. We're okay. We're okay. Wow. Oh, the scent of that whiskey just hit the back of my throat. Woo! All right. The reason I didn't want to cook the whiskey in with the caramel is because it's gonna bake, so that way it'll evaporate some of the booze, but not all of it, so you still get a little bit of that kick from the booze, but mostly just the delicious, wonderful caramel flavor. And let's see. Oh my God. That's already like mind-blowingly delicious. I can't even imagine. I can only imagine. I'm getting so excited. Moving on. Set these up here to chill and to cool down to room temperature. Set. Beautiful, wonderful. Things are amazing. One thing the recipe specifically states is not to put these in the fridge. So you want it to cool down to room temperature and harden. That's it. Let's move on. Custard. Here we go. So to start, I need 600 milliliters or 1 pint of whole milk. A lot of people have experimented with doing half and half or heavy cream. This is why Mary Berry uses this, is the just whole milk gives it a nice light, wobbly wobbly texture. Across the board, the baking experts, dessert experts say that that texture is more pleasing than something heavier, like with half and half or with heavy cream. So we're going with what's recommended. I'm just gonna measure. I'm gonna block myself. No. We're gonna pour this in our saucepan. All right, our milk is in the saucepan. Now we've made loads of different types of custards. This is yet another new method of making a custard. There's so many different methods because there's so many different types of custard. For this one, we only need 25 grams, it's 1 ounce of sugar, which is 2 tablespoons, 4 free-range eggs. That's what Mary Berry says. Whoa! That egg was ready. Put me in a bowl. It's like kamikaze egg. What a cruel world. Woo! Schmutz. Just wanted to give that a quick whisk. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now for the best part. Ooh! Drop your cap. 2 tablespoons of Bailey's Irish Cream. Yes. We're gonna whisk this all together. Oh, it smells so good. That Bailey's. Oh! I hope we do St. Patty's Day proud. We got Jameson caramel. We got some Bailey's custard. It's gonna be great. I don't know what region of Ireland that was from. Northern? Not quite Belfast. Definitely not Dublin. Oh, accents. Fun with accents. Let's heat this milk. Now you want to heat it to where you could just dip your finger in and it feels warm. You don't want it to go to a boil or a simmer. We're just warming it. We're just like, come here, milk. Let me cradle you a little, warm you from this storm. Hey, do you guys hear that? Nothing. What? Construction was crazy before. Before was the word I was going to say. Now it's quiet. Bless. Still cold. Almost there. Not quite. While our milk is heating, I'm going to butter these ramekins. Got to butter right up to the edge of the caramel here. Go down. Tradesies. Cheers. Okay. That's done. Oh, sassy butter. Really hard to grease ramekins when there's something in the bottom. Doing new things, learning new things. Now Mary Berry says to strain it into the bowl with a fine mesh sieve. Sieve. It doesn't say to whisk it right away. It just says to strain it first. It's not hot enough to scramble the eggs. I whisk that all together. Ooh, yes. It says to whisk together until smooth, and it's definitely smooth. Hang tight, I'm gonna go preheat the grill. Boop. Well, I spoke too soon. I guess they were just on their lunch break. It's loud again. We had a brief moment. It was beautiful. Anyway, we have water boiling because with certain custards, when you bake them, you have to put them inside of another pan, dish, so that you can put water on top. For creme caramel specifically, it says to use boiling water. I've got my cast iron skillet out on the grill, preheating with the grill. These all fit in there. They're about as tall as the cast iron, which is great. So then I'm gonna fill that with the boiling water up to halfway of the ramekin. But for now, let's see if I can pour this custard into this. Let's try not to spill any. Just trying to get an even amount in each one. So this is 2 cups. There's probably maybe another full cup. Let's get our other measuring cup. See what we've got going on over here. That's 1.5 cups. So we have 3.5 cups here total. We did some quick math. We divide this evenly. I've got to put 207 milliliters. Perfect. All that's 100. My water's boiling. Divide evenly. We did have a little extra liquid because of the Baileys. Ooh, but they're gonna be glorious. When I take these bad boys outside, we'll see you there.
Hopefully with me wearing my headphones and talking directly into this, the construction noise won't be too crazy. We'll see. But I've got the grill preheated. I'm going to take the headphones out for this next part. I'll get back on and explain because I don't want to pull things over and I just want the construction to shut up. I set the custards inside of the cast iron and then poured the boiling water so that it was up to halfway. I'm going to keep an eye on the temperature, and these have to cook for 20 minutes to 30 minutes. I have a feeling we're going to need 30 minutes because we're doing this on the grill. I think they just flung something on our deck. Rude. We'll check back in 20 minutes. The two towards the back are done, but the ones in the front are not, so I'm going to switch the cast iron around. I took the two out that were done. It's set and it's got that slight wobble there, you see? So we're gonna cool these down and chill them. Bang, 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 bang. Last two custards, let's see what happened. Still have that slight wobble. We did it. They're here. They seem to have the right wobble. I am a genius, and I have one of our air conditioning units going in a different room in the house. So I'm gonna put these directly in the line of the air to chill them as quickly as I can because I wanna get these in the fridge ASAP because we're going to our friend's place for dinner tonight. That's what this is for. I realized I forgot to say whose day I'm baking. Silly me. Today I am baking our friends Jeff and Kristen's day. They just moved into a new townhouse and we are going to christen their new place with dinner inspired by St. Paddy's Day. We're doing corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, the works, and I am bringing these delicious St. Paddy's Day whiskey, Jameson, Bailey's, Creme, caramel. That sounded weird. St. Paddy's Day, Bailey's, Creme, Jameson, caramel for dessert. So I'm gonna get these in front of that AC, chilling down, and then we're gonna pop them in the fridge to set. And I'll see you guys at Jeff and Kristen's for the big turnout as we flip and reveal. Thank you so much for joining me again for Alison Bakes Your Day. I hope I baked your day. I hope I baked your St. Paddy's Day. Now we'll see if I baked Jeff and Kristen's day. Let's find out. All right, guys, we're here. Let's try to turn this out. Let's see. We're gonna run a knife around the edge. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. We've loosened it. And now we have to do the fancy thing. Let's do this. Scooch it. And flip. Ready? Creme caramel! Ah! It worked. Yay!
Oh yeah, it's great. It tastes like a little, it tastes like a dessert shot.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, the texture was very not what I was expecting, but very
it's like
quite
flan.
pleasant. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was
but you
like,
definitely get the whiskey and the caramel, and you get the Baileys and the custard. It's subtle in the Baileys, but the whiskey really comes through.
Oh, good.
it's all very subtle, but it blends together really nicely. Mm-hmm.